Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic, beautiful world. Beautiful, beautiful. And today I would like to speak about you represent your soul and this earth at this time. So, whatever you represent, whatever you believe in, whatever you stand from in your own beliefs and, well, the way you perceive this world, it's the way you represent it. So, if you stand for insecurities and fears and despair and pain and suffering, that is what will come out of your soul. Now, let's say you have experienced all of these things, but despite all of this, you have overcome it, and you don't let it hold you back, the past of it. You know where this is coming from. You know why we have this pain. You have come to an understanding of why we are experiencing some experiences that are, well, much more severe than others. It is because, first and foremost, it's karmic. Second of all, karma is for strengthening the soul, strengthening you, strengthening your inner being. By representing your soul, you as an individual chooses for yourself what truly is morally and lovingly inclined in this world and want to share it. We do not wish to, let's say we go 200 years into the future. Would you seriously read about yourself in a book and see that you were one of those that opposed the love and care of this world, or do you truly wish to be a human being that was remembered as truly wished to help? You represent yourself. Everything you say, everything you do, everything that you stand for affects everything around you. You emanate a certain wavelength, or a tone, if you should call it that. So if you're inclined to be negative, dark, pessimistic, loveless, faithless, cold, well, it will reflect on your lifestyle and your body, and in general in your way of living and behaving, obviously. If you have gratitude, if you are love, if you have warmth and inclusion for this earth, for your own soul and for others' soul, you see here the difference, the insane difference by consciously be actively working towards something that is worth working towards. No matter what others say, no matter what you yourself might be afraid of, you overcome it by, well, sitting in that insecurity, overcoming it by having techniques. Maybe you have contemplated and reflected upon it to find out that this is just an illusion. We all have something good to share. You, as a representative of your soul, of this earth, have something amazing to share. You have an individual, unique, heroic path. And for you to unfold that path consciously, with your own power, with trust, with faith, love, hope, you will be guided towards being a loving light in this earth, a representative of Christ, or a disciple of Christ and Michael. You are today here in this progressive, changing, transforming way of being without forcing it on anyone. You just speak about it, and those that will listen and those that watch these videos will listen. Because I'm speaking from the soul here. And from my soul to your soul. I wish for you to awaken your own individual strength that you yourself have built or are in the way of building. Because you have all the tools and building materials necessary. All you need to do is truly find out where things fit. Where the human being is, what the human being is. We can find as many similarities about humans and animals as we want. But in the end, it is the difference that makes sense. Our ego, our uprightness, our more or less finding our relation to gravity when we stand up, and also our language. We speak truth from our inner soul. We speak our inner being out to this world. So make it count. Make what you speak something that really matters and have depth. And of course, by having these two, and also our inner imagination, inspiration and intuition, our thinking, feeling and willing, to deepen and broaden the outer physical sense perceptible reality. You see, with only our five senses and rational mind alone, passively observing the outer physical reality, you will find nothing. You will only find forms, shapes, colors, and so on. But they are dead. Once you infuse it with your imagination, painting behind it and pervading it with the divine, is when you start to see life behind everything. And that is where our powers lie. It lies in infusing everything around us with life and light and love. So, this is what we try to master in this lifetime. We are constantly in a present. You sit here in the present. Don't you feel the turbulence around you? Don't you feel all this vroom, vroom, vroom? Staying steady in that. Being meditative and patient and strong in that turbulence. And still uphold your own values and love for this earth. As I said, you represent your soul. You represent this earth in this lifetime. So why not represent it as it is idealistically meant to be represented, so that it can reach to the idealistic? Because we make it so. We constantly work towards the idealistic. What's ideal for a human being. But we can't say, this is the human being and it is the idealistic human being, and don't work towards it. We will stay stuck where we are. That is why we do actions today constantly. So by you being loving, warm, inclusive, but also have a certain self-respect and a strong foundation, brings you to upliftment for yourself and this earth. I am just trying to show you the different states. The dark, faithless state and the faithful, loving, warm, light state. Which one is preferable? And it is your power to choose. You can say that it doesn't exist anything behind it. You can say that it is fantastical. You can say that it is abstract. But it is as real a reality as any dead molecules. And these molecules is also pervaded by the divine also. You think things can move without any incentive? You think anything can move without any incentive? No, it needs an intelligence and life force behind it. And that is what we have come to an illusion about. That everything is just dead molecules arranged for itself in certain areas to become such magnificent, sublimely creative physical realities. It is just not possible for me to believe that it has no intelligence behind it. It does. And it has love behind it too. Every single piece here is not out of place. Everything fits here. Everything has its role to play. The funny part is all hindrances, all challenges, all that oppose, that wants human beings to stay stagnant, stay stuck, stay conserved in one place, is ironically for those that wants to grow, love, learn, is fuel. It might feel like this is a block, but no. They are fuel to our reality. Any ridiculers, any ones that make fun, any ones that are skeptical, any ones that really do not care or believe, is fuel to even find more behind it. Speak more about it. You can never speak enough about spiritual science. You can never speak enough about creative endeavors. Because you speak out healing words. You speak out your soul that is either warm or cold, that is either non-existent there or existent everywhere, including within yourself. Everything has love. Everything has intelligence. Everything has movement. And by you becoming actively engaged in this inner spiritual battle we're in, staying strong in it and, well, overcoming the forces that wants you to doubt. With rationale, of course. You shouldn't take every single temptations as, well, guidance from the good spirits. You see, you are dragged everywhere by everyone, but you have to trust that your soul is in line with the Christ, is in line with love, expansion, healing, deepening, progression. So, by you waking up your soul within you, you becoming self-aware, you becoming aware of what comes out of your soul, which in many cases is really hard because oftentimes there comes out a lot of dark creepers that you might not be very fond of, that you might be a little ashamed of. That is also an indication that there is something within you should transform and purify so that it becomes of help to you and not an enemy. And if there are enemies within your being, within your mind, within your emotions, that means you just need to overcome it. Argue with it and stay strong in your foundations and endeavors and values. And that being will just leave you be in the end. Because they have no power over you. They have no foundation. They don't have any true reality behind their theories. And these beings want to make human beings stay stagnant and stuck. The good, progressive, loving beings is those that want us to grow and to grab a hold of this moment, deepening your ego and soul spirit within your body. And in the next lifetime, you will be given a body more in line and more in tune with your soul spirit. Which is why birth and death is only, well, one of our two sides. We are physical, living in the spiritual, and beyond passing, we are in the spiritual. So we have these two, we go in between. We always come back to this earth because we are meant to heal and to spiritualize everything around us, making it become a part of the hierarchy and cosmos again. And these cosmic forces that is swirling and twirling within and on the earth, the good, loving, inclusive beings are always here to support you, as long as you allow them to. Freedom is what we humans have. So if you want to know nothing about this, you cut yourself off from it, and they won't help you. It is kind of this skepticism is a ridicule in a sense. And that ridicule they do not stand for. So they won't help. But if you are receptive, allowing them to work upon your body, soul, spirit, being aware here and now, you allow yourself to transform and to observe yourself transforming. These forces you allow to transform you is the same forces that when you was born, they worked on your body to grow your whole body. They helped you within. You were a soul within you, your body, and you worked upon your body with the help of the hierarchy around you until you have become what you are today. And by again allowing these beings to work upon you with the help of yourself too, you allow yourself to transform. And active conscious effort is needed to transform. It's not given, doesn't come from outside. It is truly a longing and a need and a You should do it yourself. It has been like this since the 12th century. 1250-ish is when the 5th post-Atlantean epoch began. And since then, we have had an insane acceleration of our detailed and very conscious view of the outer world. Before that, it was more the spiritual world behind it. But now we see things clearly outside, and the spiritual world like come more in the background. That is the difference. Before, the spiritual world were in the forefront, the material world were in the back. But today, it is opposite. Now the material world is in the front and the spiritual world is in the back. And we have to again, what is it called when you superimpose them, more or less, where you pervade every single material atom and form and shape with the divine? Because that is what it is. You can't give it to anything else without making it sound bonkers. You see? Because a dead force cannot make something move. It is just there. It doesn't have any will of its own, you see? But it must have a will if it is to move. Yeah, now I'm just having fun. So I think this was everything. I love you all. May you also find out about these things, and well, I root for you. I support you. You are an amazing soul, unique individual. Wake that up within you and be a representative with me, with us, everyone that works on this planet. This grid network of spiritual beings that uphold a certain moral and standard. They must be upheld. If not, this world will turn to chaos. So you are important. You are more important than you know. So I love you. You love you. Goodbye, and may the divine guide you.